Mets fans, we need to talk. And no, I'm not coming to your defense saying, yeah, let's go Mets. No, I'm with the Yankees through and through. You should know that. But I have to say, I really feel sorry for you right now. The Mets are quite literally hobbling their way through the season. Injuries have decimated their lineup, have pilfered their pitching staff. After getting off to an 11-1 start, the best mark in franchise history, they've only had a winning streak once this whole season. Now, do I feel sorry as a Yankee fan to the Mets? No. That always Yankees the way. But do I feel sorry as a baseball fan in the more immediate now, in the offseason, rather than going after Jay Bruce, which is another, in the now part of this could have been changed, rather than going and signing Jay Bruce, who's a mid-low average, high home run and strikeout type of guy, they should have gotten a more contact-oriented person who could go up at the top of the order. There were several of these guys available in the offseason, and while Christian Yelich and Lorenzo Cain are probably out of their price range, regardless of whatever year it is, Gerard Dyson and John Jay certainly were not. One being signed by the Diamondbacks to a modest 2-year deal, and the other, Jay, being an absolute steal for the Royals. Either one of those types of players you could have put at the top of the order, which is something that the Mets haven't really had since Jose Reyes had first left the team. The second way of fixing this would have taken more time. The Mets made a choice back in the day. Do you build around pitching and get offense later, or do you build up your hitting and use that to get pitching? The Mets took the former path, and it certainly worked in 2015 when you had Matt Harvey, Jacob deGrom, Noah Syndergaard, all these great young starting pitchers that they developed or, in Syndergaard's case, traded for. But in the last couple of years, that's proven to bite them back, as between injuries, middling veterans, and just a lack of overall depth, the team has quite been hurt and hasn't really been able to produce in the lineup. To contrast this, let's look at the last two World Series winners, the Cubs and the Astros. Both teams took the opposite approach, buying into hitting and young hitting, and using that surplus of batters to go and get pitching, whether by trade or free agency. The Cubs, their only homegrown starter, really, in the last few years is Kyle Hendricks, who, while he posts solid numbers, is not going to blow the world away. The Astros the same way. They've had Dallas Keuchel and developed a couple other starting pitchers. Right now, their rotation is heralded by Justin Verlander, traded from the Tigers, Garrett Cole, traded from the Pirates, and Charlie Morton, who is a surprising pickup who has turned dividends for them. Meanwhile, both teams have seen their hitting prospects flourish on the major league level. For the Cubs, you have guys like Chris Bryant and Ian Happ, who have come up and have gone into great success. And for the Astros, well, you can't get any better than Jose Altuve and Carlos Correa. So for the Mets fans, and more importantly, the Mets front office, who's actually making these decisions, I would say take heed of the past, and rather than try to carve out your own way, follow the grain on this one. As much as starting pitching can be very much expensive, if you have several great young, enviable hitting prospects, the pain of trading them away for that expensive pitcher is really not that bad. That's it for me this week. I will see you next time.